Oh, hello. My name is Brittany D. I'm a psychic medium and spiritual teacher, and I am here to give you the collective message for January 20th to the 27th. This is an overall message for the collective, so take it or leave it. It's going to be general. Yeah, welcome to my channel. Grateful that you're here. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, comment, click the bell to get notifications. I release these every single Friday. So I hope that you tune in for future collective readings. I'm also starting the Addicted Household podcast. It's going to be on Apple, Spotify, as well as YouTube. So check out those videos when they come. Ooh, talking about the Addicted Household. The first card that we have here is self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember you are God's perfect child. Self-forgiveness. Ooh, it's pretty fast. Yes, your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. You know, I'm really getting that this guilt and this like attaching to some kind of like grief, like there's some kind of like either fantasy or something that you wanted and desired and you had to grieve that, your like true desire, and like forgiving yourself for kind of like believing in that and like thinking that that was really possible or true, even though it's like when you actually look at it, you're like, wow, that's really far from, that's like almost a little delusional, a little far-fetched from the reality here. Is what's keeping you second guessing yourself. And so Spirit is saying, let go of that guilt, let go of the shame, and trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is correct. Take the actions, move forward accordingly. Stop holding up the show, stop holding back. Do what you need to do, boo. Make a decision feeling stuck or indecisive. Listen to your intuition and make a decision. Right behind that yes card, that is, your intuition is correct. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is going to be really, really important this week. It's a lot of soul-based work that we're moving through right now. Sometimes it's earthly stuff. This is like really a lot of addiction and codependency and that kind of stuff has been popping up lately in the collective and in the readings. And so like your intuition, addiction is soul-based work. Your intuition is really what's coming through and really needed in order to heal and move through this. Looking deeper, deep within me is a majestic radiance. Finding that light within yourself. Your intuition is trying to let your soul shine, is trying to let your soul come forward and radiate in the way that it needs to. But you gotta lean in, you gotta trust, you gotta look deep within yourself and dwelling in your truth. I stand in the light of my truth. This is that yes, that I when I really grieve and let go of the old guilt and shame, I'm a fuck yes. And I'm going to continue to be a fuck yes. And I'm going to stand in that deep within myself, allowing it to come forward, hearing messages from Spirit. I'm a clear channel for messages from Spirit. Your intuition, Spirit, intuition, Spirit, your truth, all these things. This is what you need in order to take the steps forward this week. Transformation. Your soul is coming forward. Your soul is coming forward and radiating and becoming that transformation of you becoming that which you are truly meant to be. This is an empowerment process. Choose wisely. I'm really getting, once again, your intuition. It seems like there's like all these different ways that you can be pulled and tugged, but when you really settle in with it, it's like, that's a bunch of like ego and noise. It's all like mental chatter. My soul knows the true wise choice for this transformation. Spirit, the messages I'm getting from Spirit, know the true choice, the wise choice for this transformation. moving on. That's that grief. It's so hard for us to let go of what we know needs to be shed. It's really, really challenging because we love it. It's not that anyone is a bad person here or anyone did anything. It's just no longer in alignment. It's just not serving anyone here anymore. And you have to move on and let go and allow what needs to be shed. And maybe you guys can meet each other on the other side, but this old version of you, this wounded version and this wounded version and how they're interacting, it's got to go. And maybe you can both come back in a more empowered state of being, but right now you got to let it go. Stay grounded and rooted. A lot of intuition and connecting with higher realms and higher spiritual connection, remembering even in that process to stay grounded and rooted in your earth experience, in the truth of the reality, not staying too floaty and delusional, staying grounded and rooted in the truth. See beyond the current situation. Mirror guardian, take time to reflect. This is what we're doing right now, is for the big picture. So that's why they're saying to see beyond the current situation, because it's what we're working with is much bigger, big picture. Mirror guardian, take time to reflect. That's part of the grieving process. There's a lot of grief going on here, and it's just what we need to do in order to truly let go and move on and follow our soul's calling. Allow that transformation to occur. End of an era. I got this huge sensation to pause. This feels like this energy is you're just at your wit's end with yourself. And it's like, all right, I surrender. It's like you were letting go. And the grief is part of the process, right? So don't shame yourself for doing this, but it's like, as you let go, it's like you take one finger off at a time and you have one hand off and you're like, I let go, right? And Spirit's like, your hand is still attached. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right. And then you're like really ending and letting go and allowing you to come in, to move in. Take the next step now. You're stepping into a way more renewed. For some reason, I'm getting that word, renewed version of yourself. You're reclaiming parts of yourself that have been, it's who you really are, but it's taking all the sweaters off and allowing that authenticity to shine through. Changing your mind. Interesting. Changing your minds. Take the next step now in changing your mind. I'm so curious what's going to come behind that. What is changing your mind, Spirit? Oh, it's more that internal conflict, that internal battle. I don't think that spirits really like do that. I think it's just what you end up experiencing. So there is a solid ending there at the end of the era, but it's just so hard for us. We just keep toying back and forth and back and forth. Preservation. You literally, in order to literally preserve yourself and preserve your soul and not betray yourself anymore, you've got to let go. You've got to move on. Power. This is where your power is. Your soul, your true soul, bringing it back to yourself. We're moving in and empowering ourselves and not handing it all away anymore. learning. We're always learning and growing. This is that transformation process. Bow to the right, the teacher in you, bow to the student in you. Allow yourself the learning curve. Allow that back and forth, that changing the mind and going back. You're learning how to really honor yourself and come into your power. If this resonates with you, I highly recommend that you check out the Empowered Empress Mastermind. We're going to be recreating ourselves from all the way from the bottom up and really stepping into our power, having really conscious, empowered communication, empowered relationships, tapping into our masculine and feminine energy and harnessing all that we are and reclaiming ourselves and allowing that to radiate out into the world. So if this resonates with you, that is definitely aligned with what we're going to be doing in this course and in this mastermind. The void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. This is like a going within. We're getting a lot of intuition and being within yourself and trusting your internal experience and what you feel like you need to do. You gotta trust yourself right now. There's nothing outside of you that can tell you what you need to do right now. You have to listen to your internal voice. And if that means stopping and being in that sacred pause, in that great cosmic womb, that's probably what's needed. Usually I pull one card from the activation deck. These came out together. Remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in body, providing us valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. So remembering who you are on a soul level right now. Sacral chakra. Power, power, power. The frequency of sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our life. As you remember your soul self, you activate your power and ignite it and allow the abundance of the universes to flow through your being as you come home to your soul. Your soul is in direct alignment with the divine, which is where all of these universal creations are connected to and pouring through. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Please let me know in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, click the bell. I hope to see you next week. Much love and namaste.